Jingle bell.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another story time. My name's Kimberly, hence the name of the channel. I am Kimberly P. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you'll be notified when I post another video. So if y'all have read by as y'all read by the title, this is a story time about how I got pulled over 3 times within 2 days, back to back, and 2 of the times was by the same cop. So back in my day, my early I say late teens, early 20s, I was a freaking speed runner, boy. When I tell you I hit the gas, boy, my foot was a goddamn freaking metal to the pedal. That's what my father gave me, a little nickname to my metal to the pedal. To I'm a speed racer, this, that, and the third. I be zooming, and you know, when you young and dumb, you don't have no regards for everybody else. You just be doing whatever we feel right for you. So anyway, I was headed to work, and this is when I worked at in a medical office. I was headed to work, and what had happened? I was going through. This is when I stayed in Fernandina. I was going through Euland. I was working in Jacksonville. I was going through Fernandina. Matter of fact, was it the first time I was coming home? Yeah. So the first time was when I was coming home from work. I got pulled over in Yulee. Cop pulled me over. Of course, if y'all know me, y'all know I said this in the past, so probably in one of my vlogs. I don't never pull over with a cop turn the lights on there. I always pull over in like a gas station or a shopping center, somewhere where there's a whole bunch of people and somebody can see what's going on. Y'all know y'all not obligated to pull over right slap where they turn the lights on. As long as you slow down and put your caution lights on to let them know that you know that they behind you and the lights is on you, you can pull over wherever you feel safe at. So anyway, I kind of use that to my advantage too, but y'all see that later on in the story. So anyway, I was coming home from work, and I was going home, and this is when I lived in Fernandina. Cop pulled me over in Yulee, and this is a small town before you get to Fernandina. So he pulled me over, asked me for my registration, this, that, and third. He asked me where I was going. I was like, oh, I'm going to the house, da, 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 da. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna give you a warning this time. Slow it down. You was going, I think I was going like 10 miles over the speed limit, coming through Yulee. And he's like, you going 10 miles over, just slow it down, give you a warning this time, this, that, and third, da, 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 da. I guess he felt sorry for me. He was having a good day or whatever. I don't know what the case may be, but he gave me a warning. So usually when I get pulled over, I always pay attention to the spots where they find me at, they catch me at, because those be the spots where they always sit it or whatever to pull somebody over. And I keep in my mind, I'm like, okay, when I get to this area, I know not to speed through here, because motherfuckers be sitting off on the side or whatever. So anyway, I go home, left with a warning, go home. The next morning I had to get up for work, and I think I was running late or something like that. I probably wasn't even running late, but I was speeding anyway. But anyway, speeding through the same goddamn area, wasn't paying attention. It was morning time, I was still halfway asleep. Got pulled over again the next day now. Got pulled over. When he came up to my window, he's about, Miss Taylor. Cause I didn't look at him when he got out of the car. I didn't see what kind of cop it was or what he looked like. I just waited till he walked up on the window. So he was like, Miss Taylor. And I looked and I said, ah, shit, this the same motherfucker that pulled me over yesterday for the same shit, speeding. I said, I know I'm about to get a ticket now. So he was like, now where you going at this time? I said, I'm going to work. He told me, boy, you need to leave a little ahead of time, ain't it, boy? This, that, and the third. And I said, yeah. Yeah, I was running late, this, that, and third, da, 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 da. I said something to make him laugh, and when I made him laugh, that was it. He gave me another one. He told, I'm gonna give you a warning this time. I'm gonna write you a citation, but it's gonna be a warning citation. So if I see you again the third time, you getting that ticket. You know that ticket about $200-something speeding, this, that, and third, 10 miles over. I was like, yeah. I said, I'm slow down. So he let me go again. Okay, that was that second morning in Yulee, right? So he let me go with a little citation shit. So I'm still headed to work in Jacksonville. At this time I was working on the west side. So I had to ride through the south side. Well, I took the back way because it was traffic on 95. So I went down Main Street to get the rest of the way. When I tell you I must have been speeding because this motherfucking cop came from the opposite side of the road, going in the opposite direction to loop around to come get me on the other side. So where I was driving at, I couldn't really pull over. It wasn't really a shoulder to pull over like emergency lane. It was just like deep it was a ditch. Well, it was grass, and then it was a ditch, and then it was, you know, like a hole or whatever. So I was like, I ain't pulling over here. So I knew he was coming from me as soon as he looped around and did the darn loop around on the other side of the road. So I just ended automatically slowed down anyway. So I threw my caution lights on, slowed down. And there wasn't really no gas stations on this highway, whatever. So I ended up going up a little bit and getting in the turning lane to go on the opposite side of the road to go to the gas station that was far back, the one that he used to loop around in to come across the street to come get me. So when I pulled over, whatever, he said, "You ain't seen my lights." He's first, you know, they say, speakers say, "Hey, how you doing?" This, that, and third, da, da, da. I spoke or whatever, and he asked for the license registration. He told me, "Where you headed?" I said, "A word." He told me, "Well, yeah, I clocked you on the other side going 20 miles over, da, 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 da." I was like, after that, he was like, "Oh, you ain't see me turn my lights on, this, that, third, you rolled me up 5 miles before you pulled over. Why you ain't stopping immediately?" I said, "Yeah, cause where you stopped me at, it wasn't nowhere to really pull out, and you would have had to walk in oncoming traffic to give me a ticket. So I was trying to look out for you. I was safe, but I didn't want you to have to walk, because he couldn't really walk on the passenger side, because he would have went down in the ditch. There wasn't no room to even walk if I would have pulled over. Barely wasn't no room for me to pull over." So I told him, I lied, child. I ain't care about your well-being. I said, "Yeah, I pulled over here so you didn't have to get out in oncoming traffic, you know, to give me a ticket or whatever. I was looking out for you or whatever, this, that, and third. I ain't want you to have to get out in oncoming traffic to give me a ticket." And he was like, "All right, well, I appreciate that. Give me your license and registration." And he went back to the car, ran my shit out. He seen I ain't had nothing on there or whatever. He came back. He was like, "You know what? Since you looked out for me, I'm going to look out for you. I'm going to give you a warning. But, you know, slow it down or whatever, because I don't want to have to hit you up again. You know, speed ticket like that, $200-something." I'm saying to myself in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I know, because dude just pulled me over twice, 2 days in the damn road. By the same goddamn car. I know how much that speed ticket is. I don't know how I got lucky these 3 goddamn times, but thank you, Jesus. But the reason I got out of that ticket was because I made him laugh, and I told him I was looking out for his well-being. I said, "I didn't want you to have to get out on the side of the road to give me a ticket, and you ain't have to, and you had to step out of oncoming traffic, so I was looking out for your well-being, so I pulled on over here so you wouldn't have to get out of oncoming traffic. Lying like a motherfucker. I ain't care about your well-being. I don't care. You got to get out of oncoming traffic. I don't care. You got to get out of rain, sleet, snow. You have to catch me." But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. If you haven't already, go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you be notified when I post another video. And I'll see y'all in the next one. We getting through this vlogmas. We getting through this vlogmas.